Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craft Tree. Today we are using stuff up. That's kind of my thing for 2025 is let's use some of the stuff up we've been collecting. Does that mean I'm not buying anything? Absolutely not. If you've watched some of my recent videos, you know about the big jewelry stash, etc. But I want to start using stuff up as well. So today video is hosted by, we are doing the masterboard inspiration from some of your favorite YouTube contenters. This is hosted by Hazel and Aka Designs, and this is masterboard madness hashtag. So thank you, Hazel, for the invite. And we are also doing the 12 by 12 junk journal challenge hosted by Dawn at Scrapbook Sage. And 12 by 12 junk journal challenge 2025 is the hashtag. This does not mean making a journal. It means all kinds of stuff. It means things that are on your bucket list and things that inspire you when it comes to junk journals. And each month it's kind of hosted by a different YouTuber. And I am in May, so I got to think of something special in May. But because 2025 is using stuff up, I thought it qualified quite nicely for this as well. So there'll be lots of links down below because there'll be links to everybody's channel for this and also people's channels for this masterboard madness hosted by Hazel. So check all those links out if you can. Now, using scraps. We all know we got tons of scraps. So I decided I'm making, first off, what is a masterboard? How do you make one? You know, what do you do with it? All kinds of answers to those questions. To me, a masterboard can be any size. It can be made out of any materials, like materials as in paper, you know, stamps, napkins, cloth, anything you want. It's anything. And to me, it's like collage. It's putting a bunch of smaller things together into a bigger thing. Now I decided I'm making 12, and this is what I'm making. These are just journal cards, and I'm using stuff up. Number one rule for me in 2025, using stuff up. So, and like I say, I'm making 12 of them. I've already started mass making them per se. Now I had a bunch of these. They were from some pictures, some like lithograph pictures or something like that they call them. And this was a little side piece that folded. So I'd cut all them off. So I had a whole bunch of these. I thought perfect. So mine are, I'm pretty sure they're 4 by 6. 4 by, not quite 6. 5 and 5/8. So, whoops, bump the camera. But they can be any size you want. It doesn't matter. Move this aside. I went through some stuff. And I'm like, okay, let's use these up. So I basically pulled out something a little bit decorative as kind of a focal point. I had a whole sheet of these little maps. I believe those came from Your Creative Studios. These came from Your Creative Studios, just kind of a paper postcard. So each card I make is going to have one of these or part of one on it. I had some stuff I had printed off. They were backs to old photographs. So I did that just so I could get the word. And then just a couple random pieces from some journal cards I had printed off years ago and I've never used. So I'm using bits and pieces of those. I've just kind of ripped them into a more manageable size. Also, I've got a postage stamp for each of them. And I bought a little book. It was a calendar. And these were on the sides of some of the pages. Like you can see the one here is like a ticket. So I want to use those up. So each one gets something along this line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my focal point. And now I could put my focal point wherever I wanted. So let's put it there. That's going to go on the top. And these, I'm just putting these kind of wherever. Actually, let's tear this one down the side. I'm going to plan this one out before I start doing anything else with it. So I'm going to change this because that's going to get cut off. I want more the map over there. So that can go there. We've got our word here. So if we put that there, not really any rhyme or reason to how or why I'm putting something somewhere. I think that can go there. Let's rip that. I do want to rip the edge on all the edges that I see. I prefer them being ripped. That's okay like that. Then we just got some flowers. Let's put that like so. Kind of trying to plan this out as I go along. Let's put that under there. And you will see tons of videos on how masterboards are made, and everybody does it differently. There's no real right or wrong way to do this. It's all on what do you think? How do you like it? Okay, let's start with that, and then I did want to put this on there. We'll see about adding that at the last minute. But I thought this way, if I pull everything out and have everything together, so this one's pretty much got the same type of thing, different focal points, and that'll be my focal point for this card. To me, this is way easier, and I'll have 12 of them. And plus, I'm probably going to take these to the scrapbook retreat. By the time you see this, actually, the scrapbook retreat will be over, so maybe I'll add all the ones that I made. Okay, now, what order are we going to glue this stuff down in? That is always the big question. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to use art glitter glue. A glue stick would work fine if that's what you like to use. I'm not going to glue the very top because I am going to be cutting that off. Let's put that. I guess we could put the edge right there. Okay, number one piece. Then I think we'll put this down because most of this gets kind of covered. But I do want to ink this. So let's ink this stuff before, especially the rough edges. But just in case anything else shows, let's just do it all. I do like to ink because I like that definition of those torn edges. And I think this little edge will show, so let's rip that off. Actually, let's take the words off the bottom of this. Some things I don't mind if it's a straight edge. And let's ink the stamp too. Now we've also got some washi tape. Little bits of washi tape I'm going to add on to this. So if there's a spot not quite right or something, throw on a piece of washi tape and we are done. So glue this up. But I do hope you'll check out Hazel's channel and everybody else that is doing this masterboard. What is it? Masterboard Madness, as well as everybody that's doing the 12 by 12 junk journal challenge. I want to do more challenges during 2025. Now this one I'm going to go along the edge here and along the edge here. Now I went way too far over because this is only going to be part of that, so I don't want to get glue all over my table. So let's wipe that off and wipe it on our pajamas. Yes, yes, I'm in my pajamas. Now there's going to be a space there, that's okay. We will add a piece of washi tape there. So nothing to fear. I've done big masterboards. I've got like a book that I've been doing masterboards in, just kind of the bases. And then they're prepared, then I can just decorate them a little bit and they're on their way to becoming tags or anything. But I do like how this turned out. I like it a lot. Let's go ahead and put this down. We'll glue all of this down. But it's using up scraps. It's using up things that I've had printed off for years. And there was no rhyme or reason to what I picked out. There was no, oh, this would go better with that. That would go better with that. I had about 20 of the focal point pieces in my hand, and I'm just like, doop, 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 just putting them down. Not even thinking, not even caring what was going on. I think I'm going to get rid. I'm not going to put that black line on there, so let's glue this up. Glue stick would be quicker, without a doubt. Make sure I didn't get any glue. There we go, because we'll trim all that down after. And then I think this was going here. And again, like, we've got these spaces. That's okay. We've got lots of stuff to put on here yet. And for whatever reason, I didn't even ink this one at all. Hazel loves her masterboards, that is for sure. Okay. Let's not put it quite all on the paper. Don't want to cover up the focal point. Some focal points are going to be a lot brighter and a lot more prominent. Let's put that up here. So far so good. Where am I going to put this? I think like right like that. Love the little square things on it, but that's going to go on the top. So is the stamp. Let's find some washi tape. Now I'm one of those people that I get down to a little bit and then I decide, oh, I don't want to use that up. I want to keep that. Well, that needs to stop. So I've got just a little bit of this washi tape left. And every one of these is going to have a piece of this on it. And it's kind of like advertising. It's very cute. I like it. How about if we put that down there? But I do like to glue my washi tape. Washi tape is great, but it does not stick really well. I guess that's how it's actually made. That it's supposed to, you know, you're kind of allowed to pull it up and put it down, but I want this down forever, so a little bit of glue it is. And let's put that right here. There we go. And we'll trim up all the edges kind of when we're done. So there is that taken care of. Let's find, got a bunch of this little stuff. Also adds a little bit of color. Got to find the end. There it is. Is that going to be enough to cover the, yes. Okay, so however long it is, I don't use much washi tape. I don't know why, but I don't. So this way, I get to use a little bit of it. Put that down. Gives a little splash of color, but nothing that's gonna really be noticeable per se. And let's make sure we got, it's covering the word, doesn't matter. There, now one, if we put that there, that'll cover that up. Let's do that. This will go there. I really like this book actually, and I got probably, well, 365 little things like this out of it. I've still got like the other part. It wasn't a very big calendar. It was actually kind of small, maybe 4x5, maybe, if that. So I've got all the other bits of paper and stuff that I'll use for whatever. Put that there. And one postage stamp right up there. Why am I putting it there? I have no idea. Just because it's kind of bare there. Now I have these, I found these. Somebody actually sent me these. Sorry, I do not know who it was. But I hope to use the 6 of these somewhere. Maybe something will need just a little bit extra and I can plop it on there. I also had these. Now, they're just little stickers. But I thought, you know what, let's use them up. And I had stuck one on there, which I thought looked good. Doesn't add a lot of thickness. So let's peel one off. Again, I'm trying not to, oh, this one matches, this one doesn't. Throw it down there, get her done. Get it used up, because once it's at this stage, I'm going to put it right there. Add some glue. They do have a sticky back, but again, I do not trust stickers and stuff, especially old stickers. If it was a new sticker, I would probably not glue it down. Let's trim this down so we can get what it actually looks like. Masterboards, like big masterboards, even little masterboards, they're great to make up beforehand, and then you can just throw a couple of things on top that match your project, or turn them into a tag or a card or something. So there is that. Let's ink it up just so you can get the true look of it. I think these are good, and I love the fact of how many scraps I used up. Now, some things aren't scrap, like the washi tape. It's not scraps, not what I would classify as scraps. They are just something I don't use very much. But because I'm doing using stuff up, then they qualify in my projects as a bonus. So there we have our masterboard of things. I really like these. I really, really do. I think they are awesome. I can decorate them a little more. I could add a thing on the top. I could put a hole and do a little dangle. I could even use these like on the front of a journal as a cover topper. I could put it on something bigger, put some lace around it. What else could I do? All kinds of things. I could cut these and make it into more a tag shape. I could stitch around them. All kinds of things. Possibilities are endless. But please do check out the Masterboard Madness and the 12 by 12 Junk Journal Challenge 2025. They are both fun challenges and collaborations, whatever word you want to use for them. They're both fun. I'm enjoying them both immensely. Yeah. Not much more to say except go visit them. Use the hashtags. And I don't know, can you see the hashtag? 12 by 12 Junk Journal Challenge. Hashtags will be down below anyways. So check those out. Thank you, Hazel. Thank you, Dawn, for invitations to both of these. Love them. Enjoy them. And visit my Facebook page and my blog and coffee, all those places. As I say, I'm going to take these to the retreat with me, even though the retreat will be over by the time you see this video. because it's not going to be posted till the middle of March, and we're at the very last days of February here that I'm actually making this, trying to think ahead. And I'll do a short little video, or those will be in a what's happening video when I get around to doing another one. But have fun, try some of these, try some master boards. They are easy, they're a great way to use up scraps. Very versatile to use. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.